Hello, happy scrappers. Welcome back to day number 25 of your scrapbooking Q&As. We are well into our last week. And today I've got a question from Amber Proctor who asks, Dear Lain, I've just recently found you on Facebook and I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. I've been scrapbooking for several years now and I'm finding that I am in a scrapbooking rut and card making rut. What is the best way to stay motivated to scrapbook and keep my books from looking the same? Thanks, Amber Proctor. Amber, first of all, thanks so much for watching the videos. I'm so glad you found me. And yes, I have some suggestions. I think you knew I would. First of all, I wanted to talk about the difference between style versus rut, because sometimes we fall into habits that are really our scrapbooking style and are part of who we are. And then other times we fall into ruts that are habits that are not really positive. They are sapping energy from us rather than giving energy to us. Now, if you think about anything from the menus you cook for your family to the clothing you wear, to the types of books you read or products you turn to at the scrapbooking store, we have habits because we have personal style. When I go into a store, I can pretty quickly go through a rack and choose out select the things that I might wear. And probably just from seeing me over the last month, you know I tend towards black a lot. In fact, I almost always wear black on the bottom. And if I wear a bright color, it's going to be on top. Now, is that a rut? Or is that my personal style? The difference falls, where that falls is in the difference between my attitude. So if I'm totally happy dressing the way I'm dressing, cooking the same 7 meals over and over for my family, scrapbooking with the same products and the same design, then that's not a rut. If it's a positive habit for me, just like exercising every day, you could say you're in an exercise rut, but if you're not tired of it, then it's not a rut. So I want to challenge the idea that things need to be different just for the sake of being different, that we have to adopt every trend that comes along or try every new product or change things up when they're working perfectly fine for us. So do not feel like you have to make changes to your scrapbooks or the way you're scrapbooking or making cards just because you're doing it the same way every time. The only reason that you should try something different is if the old way isn't working for you anymore. So if you are truly in a rut, it means it's kind of sapping your energy. You're looking at your pages and saying, oh my gosh, again, one large photo on the left-hand side of the page with a strip of pattern paper underneath and 3 buttons on the lower right and a title made out of thickers. And you go, oh my goodness, I don't think I can do this anymore. That is a rut, my friend. But somebody else might sit down and create a page using the same exact elements and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I found my style. I love the pages I create. It's simple. It's saving me time. So let's look at your motivations and your energy. If you are happy, if you are enjoying the process, if you are enjoying the results, then you are not in a rut. But if it's feels like you're sitting down, like in Groundhog's Day, Bill Murray, creating the same layout for the 475th time, then it is time to shake things up. My biggest suggestions are, number one, try a challenge. There are a lot of great books out there and challenge blogs. Some of my favorites are Elsie Flanagan's 52 Scrapbook Challenges, and Elizabeth Karchner also came out with the Scrapbook Challenge book. I believe those were both from CK Media. They may be out of publication, but I bet you can find a used copy online, and I treasure mine. So try challenge. Tons of challenge blogs out there. Back in the day, we had the dares, and then it rolled into different kinds of challenges, from stamping to the counterfeit kit challenge to everything out under the sun. So just Google scrapbook challenge and you'll find tons of ideas. So that is a great way for me to liven things up if I'm feeling a little down in the dumps about my scrapbooking, if I feel like everything's looking the same. Also, try taking a class or learning one, just go online and Google spray mists and find a couple different cool tutorials that show you some neat, simple techniques on YouTube or on a blog that you don't have to pay for, and learn a new technique with a product maybe you already invested in and haven't used, and incorporate that into the next round of layouts you do. Or you can take a class like Layout a Day or one of our free monthly scrap-webinars that we do where we talk about different products and different techniques. We just had one a few weeks ago with Monica Bradford when we talked about washi tape, and we had one also with Gretchen Schmidt, and we talked about creating our own paper crafting kits. So there are a lot of resources online to kind of liven things up again. And speaking of liven things up, I can hear my kids running around downstairs. So anyway, try that. Also, you could just challenge yourself to go to a gallery on 2Ps or Studio Calico or Designer Digitals or Jessica Sprague, wherever you might be, and say, okay, I'm going to look at 3 layouts and I'm going to choose a title from one of them. I'm going to choose a photo placement from another one, and I'm going to choose color combos from a third, and I'm going to create a layout. So just make it fun. Whatever it might be for you that is fun and different, try it. And just shake things up a little bit. Try a new product, try a new technique, but don't forget, if things are working, if it ain't broke, don't bother fixing it. If you're happy with what you're doing, stick with what you're doing. It'll save you time and you'll love the results. So that is the end for today. Don't forget, if I have featured your question this month, you need to email support@layoutoday.com. Let Kelly know what day your question was featured and send her your mailing address, and we will get a little goodie out to you just as a thank you for supporting me this month. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.